Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the video. We're going to be taking a look at PROKHOROVKA again. We're going to be in the Hawk 30, and I skipped the first about 2 minutes of this game. I made a very aggressive, active scout run for the East. Something I don't normally do, but I figured I'd try it out this game. And I lost maybe about a third of my HP to a Progetto that just got there pretty much as fast as I did, which is crazy. And now we have to try and spot the western portion of this map. So I'm going to show you how I go about doing that. Now, keep in mind the Senlik over here, or Senlak, however you say this tank, was already dead by the time I started coming back. So he was gone in the first 2 minutes of the game. So basically, in terms of light tanks, it's just me. Now, that does not mean at all that I can just run right down, the center of the map, just because there's no light tank, right? Even mediums can run CVS and stuff, and there's a lot of other tanks that have really, really good view range. So what I'm trying to do right now is just determine, as I'm starting off here, where I'm going to be lit. So I run down this bush line, I kind of turn right here and see if I'm spotted. Maybe it would tell me if someone's here, even here, something like that. Like I'm just trying to kind of take away the possibilities, right, through process of elimination. And at this point, I'm going to run in because I see all my guys pushing in, and I feel like they would be able to support me if someone tried to YOLO me here. So I'm going to get aggressive. I'm going to make this play because I have a lot of support here behind me, and we need to kind of get going here on the western side of this map. So I'm going to take the dip, which, again, there are some tanks that can YOLO you here, but I'm just thinking my team kind of has me here. I'm trusting my team, which is a mistake. You guys don't always want to do this, trust me. Like, trust me when I say don't trust your team, because the amount of times I've died early on by trusting my team and trusting that they have my back, they just didn't and missed their shots and whatever. I mean, it happens too, right? But this play specifically, I actually learned from Steel Guts in Tennessee. I'd like to note that, just so you guys, in case you know Steel Guts, I think a good amount of my viewers also watch Steel Guts or might even be in the Baboons clans. So there's 3 of them now, by the way, guys. We got 3 Baboon clans. So if you're looking to join, you can try for the Baboon 3 clan. But anyway, I'm pulling up here, and you can see how I'm spotting all these people with CVS. This is all CVS doing this work. A couple of these guys got annihilated right here, right? We're at 27, almost 2,800 spotting now, and we're spotting more and more people. We got the T95 lit, but we're in a situation now where I'm not going to spot much more unless I advance. So I'm trying to tell these guys, like, look, there's 11 minutes left. Just be patient. Wait, a little bit longer, because there's still 3 heavies over here. Like, we still have, other things going on the map. So I like to wait a little bit, but then I see the 777 coming through, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm just going to go for it. So I come out of here like so, and I'm going to try and light the T95 without getting lit myself. You can see that I went just to the right of his proxy circle, right? Or like where my proxy circle is. However, I still got lit here. He might have spotted me through the bushes, or maybe the ISU spotted me or whatever. So I'm going to continue running here, and where I make the mistake is I come a little bit too far and give these guys a shot. I kind of knew that I was going to be like in harm's way here, but I'd like to, kind of confirm where everyone else is on the map, because there's still a Super Hellcat that's even unspotted now. So I'm trying to light everyone here, and now I'm at the point where, like, I got to start taking shots at the T95 because these guys can't pen him frontally. So I'm in a hole now, right? Like, and I shouldn't have made this play. I should have just waited a little bit longer, and I'm in a situation now where anyone can basically YOLO me. So this is why patience is really, really good to have on PROKHOROVKA. You don't need to, bite off more than you can chew. Just do a little bit at a time, but the 777 kind of pushing ahead just made me go, all right, I guess we're doing this, and we'll go for it, right? So now I'm going to sit right here, kind of in these bushes, so that if someone does start coming after me, and you will see the ISU actually does that, he comes like back like this and comes around after me. But I'm going to sit here so that I'm not lit. I'm keeping the T95 lit, but I'm actually unspotted here. And it also, I'm not even at an angle where these guys can hit me, but it also keeps these guys from really knowing exactly where I'm at, right? So it's kind of helpful. ISU is now pushing in, and like no one has shots in this guy. I don't know how. I think like maybe the JP hit him, but I'm in a situation now where now I have to run away, right? So at this point, I'm going to take a shot at this guy. I'm trying to get like solid bush here. I'm kind of going to run away from this guy, and I get lit taking that shot anyway. Maybe the T95 spotted me, but there's not much I can do in this situation, right? Like, I'm in a hole. These TDs are going to be able to shoot me regardless. I can't just keep running away because I'll get lit doing that as well. And really the biggest mistake I made here was just doing too much too fast, right? We tried to do too much here. I ended up dying. We did get 4,000 spotting damage and 758 damage, and yeah, it is what it is. I'll kind of quickly go through the rest of this video, and I'll explain a little more at the end, guys, but ultimately what I'm going to tell you is it wasn't the light tanks that won or lost this game. It was the rest of my team, honestly. Some people just, in my opinion, a little bit too passive, and I think the eastern part of this map, like, we probably should have had that as well, but I think these guys just got ripped apart by the people that were poking here, and it happens, man, right? Like, you can't win them all, and I think my team just got into bad situations here and maybe got a little unlucky. And I mean, you guys can go back and take a look at the map and kind of see what happened for yourselves, but in my opinion, I think we just got heavily outplayed here. And you know, the M2Y, he'll eventually go down as well, to the AMX and all, and that's the game, guys. So again, just to summarize here, I'm gonna wait for this thing to pop up. Come on. There we go. And I'm gonna summarize here, guys, for you. So what happened here was I started out over here, I came through up here, right? I got lit right here, so I wanted to know who spotted me. So what I did was kind of took a different angle through the bush line and then came down like this, and when I came down like this, I wasn't spotted. So that kind of told me that I'm likely safe to take the dip. It means there's no one like sitting really in this area, or I would have been lit. So I take the dip, I kind of pop up here, and we spot the E4, and then we spotted another vehicle here. My team obliterated them, and then the T95 got lit, and no one could pen the T95, which is understandable. The T95 is one of the most scary freaking tanks. It's like literally the scariest freaking tank in the game, man, to try and face frontally, because it's very, very difficult to pen. You got to either go underneath or try and pick out its hatches up top, and it's very difficult to do at a distance. But that was kind of what held us up here. This T95 just did not go down easy, but I ended up advancing as this 777 pushed through, and then ended up biting off more than I can chew. I should have just kind of hung out in this area, kept the T95 lit, and, you know, took my time with it. But I think we still would have lost this game, because we had lost the east, and we had lost even this area in the mid too. Like, we lost everything else, and at that point, like, I think they were just a much better team, right? But the main thing I want to drive home in this video is be patient, guys. Don't try and do too much too fast. Just take it easy, spot one person at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. This is what I always tell you guys, and be very cautious on proc, right? Again, we had 4,000 spotting from this, and we did 758 damage, 9 spots. I still kind of played to my role. I think I did a decent job. Just, I could have done better, and I didn't. However, I think the team could have also been better. So let's take a quick look at the M plates, guys, and I will let you go. So 4136 ended up being the final number on spotting. Again, a few shots of damage here. We did get this scout badge here, and we were actually top by experience, it looks like. Yeah, we were top by experience on the team. So again, it's not always about, you know, getting off that damage, right? You want to be doing the spotting. You can still earn top experience by practically just spotting. Trust me, I've done it in these big spotting games where I had no kills, maybe 2 shots of damage, but like 10k spotting in the even 90 or something. And what's remarkable about this that I also wanted to show you guys, look how many people on their team did 0 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on their team did 0 damage, guys. Their AMX 5100 did 4,300, Sharpshooter did 3,500, and these are the guys that really carried the game. The T95 probably had that like highest damage block by armor medal, I'm sure, because people were bouncing off of him left and right. And they were just the better team overall. But the last thing I wanted to note about this team score, guys, was look at the Senlek, right? The Senlek had 216 assist damage, I believe. I looked at that ahead of time so I can let you guys know in this video. He had 0 damage, died in the first minute and a half of the game, and had 216 spotting damage, right? I had 4,100 spotting damage, 9 spots, and 758 damage. So which light tank played better in this game? Well, clearly me, and I'm not trying to brag about that. It's just I was better by, you know, an extreme margin, right? And we still lost this game. So for the people that say that this that Prokhorovka is only about light tanks. It's not. Like, you need a good team as well, right? Because anyone could have made up the slack for this Senlek dying, whereas, again, like, I did 4,000 spotting damage. So, like, I'm telling you, the margin of how much better I was than this guy, again, nothing against this guy, is mind-blowing. Like, I did so much more spotting, and effective spotting, and again, max experience on my team, and this guy practically did nothing. He could have just had a bad game. Like, I've had games like this too. I'm not trying to crap on this guy. I'm just really trying to emphasize to you guys that there's people in this game that will always crap on the light tank when it comes to Prokhorovka and Malinovka especially, and it's not always the case, or not always the light tank's fault, guys. Like, that is not always the case. So just something to keep in mind, and also trying to maybe get you guys to not be so discouraged when you lose a game similar to the one I lost here. And there was a Baboon 3 on the other team here as well, Zeradin or whatever, and he played a really, really good game, so shout out to him. But that's it, guys. Again, this is not me trying to insult anybody. I just really like to drive home a couple of key points in my videos, and, you know, anything I can do to make you guys more comfortable in your light tanks. I played very well. I lost this game. I could have played better. So just always keep that in mind. I'm a pretty good player, and even I have bad games, or I can't quite win the game for my team, right? So, and I make mistakes. Like, that was a big mistake I made there. But anyway, guys, if you enjoy the content, do subscribe. My videos are all about light tanks. Comment, share it with your friends, like it. Any of that stuff gets it to be recommended more. That's the way the YouTube algorithm works. And I just want people to see my videos, right? Like, that's the whole point of this, is to get you guys comfortable in light tanks. So I'm really trying to pump out the content while I can here, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.